Hello, I'm going to start by playing you a rather depressing film clip. Now, before I start, I want to ask you, if you want to support my channel, then you can buy me a coffee, or below this video there's some information about there's PayPal and Subscribestar where you can contribute to my channel. And the reason I'm mentioning that now is because I will not be able to monetize this video for reasons which will become obvious in a couple of minutes. Oh, but meanwhile, click like at some point and perhaps share and subscribe as well. That also helps my channel. It doesn't only have to be money, you know. Right, well, here's the video. So we've got a bunch of kids here, and look where they're heading for. This is on Oxford Street, the premier shopping street in London, and there's the candy store, Candy World or something. Look at these poor people here picking up the mess that those kids caused. And here they are. They are, you know, there's sharing out. They went equipped, as the saying goes. They had a box. And here are some kids, and it looks like they're on a health kick because they're stealing what looks like sandwiches, I suppose. So now they all appear to be of one ethnic group. And look where their ambitions lie. Sweets and maybe, I don't know what, fizzy drinks or sandwiches. That's what makes life worthwhile for them. It's just awful to think that anybody has that as an ambition. Let's go shoplifting. What should we get? Oh yeah, a bag of humbugs. It's quite disturbing. And why should the kids think that this was a nice thing to do, or a good thing to do, or a clever thing to do? Just look at the misery in that man's face while he was picking up the mess. And not only had they lost the goods, the shop had to be closed down, so it's lost a whole day's sales as well. And the rents in Oxford Street must be eye-watering. And those kids had no thought of it. And I did wonder why, because these children are probably the grandchildren of the very respectable groups of Jamaican immigrants that came into this country in the 50s. And nobody helped those people. They just pulled themselves up by their own bootstraps. And those dear departed grandparents and great-grandparents would be horrified at the behaviour of those children. Why did those children turn into these little monsters in this way? Well, the world owes them a living, and not even a living. Sweets. I mean, that's where their ambitions lay, just shoplifting sweets. And they're not little kids, they were reasonable age, so they must know more. And I wondered if it had anything to do with this. You see, as a YouTube creator, I get stuff from YouTube about seminars and terms of service and all that sort of thing. But there's this particular one which offended me. I wonder if I could prosecute them for offending me. This one: applications for the Black Voices Fund are now open. It said I've had this hanging around a bit, actually. I wanted to talk about it before, but now I've found an important video to pair it with. This is a scheme that YouTube are running for black people only. It's so offensive. Here, hey creators, what they mean is black creators, don't they? Ready to take your channel to the next level? Then apply for the YouTube Black Voices Fund. Since 2020, so you see it's probably a Floyd thing, isn't it? The YouTube Black Voices Fund has supported and amplified the black creators' music and culture on YouTube, and we're continuing the effort this year. What do you think of that? Well, I don't think very much. And what is the Black Voices Fund? Well, funding to invest in your future and develop your channel. It means they're going to give you money if you're black. Dedicated one-on-one support from a YouTube partner manager. So yeah, other people of lighter skin colour will be able to, well, will just have to get on with things on their own. But if you're black, you get your own tutor. And participation in development sessions and workshops. So yeah, they've got special workshops just for black people, and exclusive networking opportunities. This is an incredible opportunity for black creators to create and connect with each other and the world. So here, what YouTube is saying basically is that other people of white skin can do very well on their own. But if you're black, you need help. You need cosseting. You need pulling up, because you can't do it yourself, obviously. It's offensive to black people, I suppose, in what they're implying of black people. But then, let's face it, if the template for black people is to be stealing sweets from a shop in Oxford Street, creating mayhem, then maybe black people do need all the help they can get. Or then maybe it's the other way round. Maybe those kids have been told by their teachers, by social workers, by the media, by all sorts of woke lefties, that the world owes them a living. And they've got that attitude, and that's what they grow up with. And then when they go onto YouTube, they demand services like this from YouTube as well. Yeah, well, whatever the reason, I think it's pretty disgusting. Those kids are disgusting, and this is disgusting too, this Black Voices Fund. Terrible. Anyway, that's it. I'm Granniopteryx. If you want to support me, in the description, you can buy me a coffee, a subscribe star, or just PayPal or whatever. Let's see. Yeah, like and subscribe to the channel. That's also good. Very useful for me if you like the video, and if you check that your subscription is still going, because YouTube sometimes drops those. Also, subscribe to one of my social media platforms. I'm at Granniopteryx on Twitter, Gab and Parler. And I'll let you know when I've uploaded a video. I think I've covered everything now. Okay, well, till next time. Why not treat yourself or a favoured relative or friend to these magnificent examples of merch? The mugs and t-shirts come in the Granniopteryx design or Granbo, with a firearm or the more deadly knitting needles. Go to www.granniopteryx.com, and whatever platform you're watching this on, please click like, subscribe and share.